What I want you to do is I want you to start clapping, start cheering. There's a voice. Please on stage, the wonderful Mr. Professor John Arnold. Thank you, road crew. Props. There we go. Well, it's rather ruined my first line actually, because the applause didn't keep going, but it would have been a long time to keep going, because I normally start, I think it's Julian Clary who says he likes a big hand on his entrance, which I think is a really good opening line. But my name's John, I'm not Julian Clary. And I'm a work psychologist, and that means that I help people find work that they will experience as both interesting and they'll be good at it. Or as cynics like to say, I help your employer exploit you and I help you not to mind about it. Which, in many ways, is a lot like human resource managers. In fact, I can see only two differences between work psychologists and human resource managers. The first one is that work psychologists get things done, and the second one is that they have some understanding of people. But tonight I'm here to tell you about a theory of work motivation. Now, I think this theory is complete rubbish, to be honest, but most managers I meet think it's fantastic. And if you give me the choice between scientific purity and keeping in with people who might give me paid work one day, then I know which side my bread is buttered. Now, this theory is not a new theory, it's a very old one. In fact, it's not rocket science, and it can't be rocket science because it was actually invented before rockets were. It's that old. However, it goes like this, that we all have needs, and we seek to meet those needs in our work. Some of you will have heard this theory before. And the job of a manager, therefore, is to try to ensure that people's needs are met at work, because then they'll be motivated. But the little catch is that these needs have to be met in the right order. So, most people reckon this takes a long time to get right, but I'm going to demonstrate in front of your amazed eyes how this can be done within one day of an employee's induction, their very first day. And to help me in this demonstration, I have the lovely, delectable Chad, who's going to come and be our new employee. A round of applause for Chad. So, this is Chad's first day. He's probably feeling nervous. You think you've got off the hook. He's up here, you're down there. But you are also involved. You are Chad's new employees. So, his new colleagues, I should say. So we're going to have You do? You do? You can't walk in as managing director, you know, as you're going to find out, mate. So we're going to do this wonderful demonstration, and you are going to be Chad's supportive colleagues. Now, in order to do this, we need a bit of kit. It always looks good to have kit, and here's my kit, for those of you who can see it. I call this Meeting Induction Needs General Employment, or MINGE for short. So, the first category of needs we have to think about are basic physical needs. So let's see if MINGE can satisfy Chad's needs. First, we're going to deal with hunger and thirst, and this is where MINGE comes in particularly handy. Here we are, Chad, a fine array of victuals for you, all diets and tastes catered for, gluten-free, lactose-free, there's Korean, Chinese, Indian, stupid sports drink that's overpriced and worth absolutely nothing at all. It's all here, vegan food even, everything is here. So you will not go hungry or thirsty on your first day. There's also chocolate, but that's only for women. But, as we all know, hunger and thirst aren't our only physical needs, are they, Chad? I know they're not mine. I know they're not mine. So, another part of your induction is that we've organised for your sexual needs to be met on your first day.
I haven't seen a single horse.
I'm sorry, you might have to be a little more flexible than you usually are. Or as they say, doctor, I keep fucking rabbits. No, keep fucking rabbits. How did you stoop so low? Now, what I've got here, Chad, is a photograph I took earlier of your colleagues. And later today, you're going to be given an hour in which to have sex with as many of them as you wish. Your choice. So you, in the next few minutes, you have a little look at that, and then you let me know which ones you like to shag later on. Don't look shocked. You should read your employment contract. Small print. It's not only the boss who can shaft you, you know. Okay, so we've now got Richard's physical needs nicely sorted, I think, and we now move on to the next level, which is safety needs. Richard needs to feel safe in his new work environment. It's important that we help him to do that. And we know, don't we, that huge piles of shit can descend on us from above without warning at work at any time. And therefore, Richard needs a special hat. So here we are, Richard. Here's your special shit from the top protector. That should save you from all management interventions. The England cricket team have no idea what to do with one of those, but we do. There you go. You see? Now you will not get hurt. You'll not be badly hurt in this demonstration, I promise you. No, not badly. And in any case, Loughborough Hospital isn't too far away. This is the hospital that's so switched on to its local community it was surprised at the number of sports injuries it was getting. It's a true story. Had to extend the X-ray opening times because they weren't expecting all these broken bones. But, Chad, I have to tell you that it's not only from above that trouble can come. And our colleagues here, although they're very nice, they can turn violent. Major frustrations, like all the teaspoons disappearing from the kitchen, things can get really vicious, and it's often below the belt. So we have extra protection for you, courtesy of Minge, a special abdominal protector. Yes, it hasn't been used too many times frequently. So would I just pop that on? No, perhaps not. Perhaps not just now. Maybe later. So, you keep going, keep off that. So, we've sorted out Chad, you keep calling him Richard, Chad's physical needs and his safety needs. So now we can move on to the next level, which is belongingness, because on your first day at work, you really need to feel that you belong. You feel that you're part of the crowd. And this is where we need a much needed bit of reverence, really, because I don't know if you've noticed this, but there's increasing convergence between the language of organisations and the language of religion, with organisational missions and visions and all that. Now, how does a Christian church welcome new members? Answer, with baptism. And with babies, that's just a little splash of water on the head. But with adults, it's being dipped completely in a bath. So, could we have the bath forward, please? What was that? Oh, I see. Oh, Chad, I'm very sorry, we can't do this properly because there's a national water shortage at the moment and I'm afraid you won't be able to get the full bath. So I'm afraid we're going to have to make do with just a few words from the end of the baptism service. And luckily, I have a Church of England service book in my minge. Now, not a lot of people can honestly say that. So, with due reverence, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, Chad, we welcome you into this fellowship of weary cynicism. We are children together of the same heavenly managing director, some of us biologically. We welcome you. A round of applause for our new employee. So we're nearly there now. What we have to deal with next is esteem needs. Chad needs to feel respected in his new workplace. That's esteem needs, not to be confused with steam needs. Needs for steam are what you see in people who work in saunas or who work on the Great Central Railway. We're dealing with steam, we're dealing with esteem needs. And in order to ensure that we can meet those needs, Richard, I have a question for you. What have you done today to make you feel proud?
I've only banged my head once so far.
Oh, Richard, that is so special. Richard Collins has only banged his head once today. That is an achievement. But Richard has to believe it's an achievement, and we have to help him believe it's an achievement. So I would like you to shout positive, supportive things to Richard now. Wasn't very articulate, was it? I was hoping for some more sort of critique. The last time I did this, the guy said he managed to eat a McDonald's burger and wasn't sick. And the supportive comment that was shouted from the audience was, "Meat is murder!" Which, as an inexperienced comedian, wasn't an easy one to deal with. Okay, so, what have we done now? We've made sure that Richard feels respected and that he belongs. By the time he's eaten, drunk, shagged, and put on his safety gear, he will be what we work psychologists call a fully self-actualising person. Which means he'll be confident, he'll be self-motivated, he'll be creative, and he'll be seeking to fulfil all his potentiality in his work. What a wonderful way to be. And we've done it all in a few minutes. So, this is going to be perfect for Richard's job. And I realise now I've forgotten to say what this job is. This job in which you can fully self-actualise, Richard. Welcome to your new job of temporary photocopying assistant.
Professor John Arnold, everybody! And a little round of applause for his cleverest assistant, give a technical pound out, chance.